This was when I was about 11 or 12, and I was very, very ill.
I've had a couple of panic attacks.
My experience of breakdown isn't actually my own breakdown, it's breakdown of people around me.
Just past Carlisle and the van breaks down with boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff.
And one time I got lost and I didn't know where I was, and so I was sick, which was really, really horrible because somebody in the street had to help me.
I have lots of mini breakdowns in social situations, like this one with the camera.
Got to the point where I was just going around the house. I didn't really know what to do.
She's split up from her boyfriend and is being a single mum, and somehow she's got this fear has come back to her, and she seems to think that there's a gamma ray going to hit the earth or a star's going to explode, and she's worried about this, like looking after her child.
That my life was repeating, like I had gotten to the point where my life would repeat, and this just really freaked me out. Like I had really bad deja vu.
I sort of stopped eating, he lost weight, he started going to bed really early.
And I came downstairs in tears and tried to tell my dad, who just didn't understand at all. So basically, yeah, I tried to convince him that my life was repeating itself.
There's nowhere they can go to try and get over that. There's no help. We've tried really, really hard to get help from the NHS, and we've had such little help, or they say you have to pay for it and it's so expensive. And it's a problem in our family generally, and I can see it happening in our neighbourhood as well.
Thankfully, I went back to sleep. I could actually get to sleep this time, and then I just woke up and it was just fine.
We've got a bit better now, which is really nice to see. She's just opened a children's shop which sells all toys and things for children, and it seems to have sort of settled her.
And there has been a bit of a positive outcome, because I have found things that like my mum could do locally. She does Tai Chi and she does Pilates, and it helps massively.
And then he drove us all the way back to London, which meant that we didn't have any driving, and it was like being in a limousine all the way back to London. So oddly, from that point on, that was a really lovely summer.
But I just think that as a society we need to watch out for each other, and particularly elderly people. That's my experience of breakdowns.